Hello, I'm Peter Aziz. I'm a shaman with over 50 years' experience. We've always been on the cutting edge of modern healing techniques and produced some very powerful techniques of making change. I've trained in Egyptian magic, in Javanese magic, in voodoo, in Amazonian and Pueblo Indian shamanism to a very high degree. Now, I'd like to talk first of all about the problems people are presenting that they come to this work for. In the aftermath of the lockdowns from COVID, people are experiencing hopelessness, power loss, apathy, inability to get any motivation to make any change in their life. A state that's now called in the Oxford Dictionary Goblin mode. Plus a state of fear of impending war, further diseases from bioweapons, loss of freedom to the Great Reset, collapsing immune systems, the spreading of more disease from this, such as increasing cancer and heart disease. People are experiencing loss of hope in their spirituality. You've all heard of things like the law of attraction. So many people haven't got the faith to make it work. They're too much caught in the negativity. So I'd like to talk a bit about how ultimate healing is going to produce a solution to these. It's obvious now we need very powerful techniques of change and healing. Ultimate healing first works with the body, but by working on the emotional core stored in the DNA. We'll be releasing past memories. When you release the apathy, the fear, and the shame, you release all the problems from the immune system. The immune system is regenerated. In this process, not only do you heal the body, but release the same issues that are stopping you from manifesting your dreams. You see, the reason people can't manifest what they want is because of these past memories that are blocking everything up. They're caught in the hopelessness where nothing worked before, still caught in that feeling of oppression or powerlessness, and that state you cannot create positively. So by first releasing those emotions, not only do we heal the body, we free the way to create what you want. Now also, in order to understand creation, we have to understand what we call discreation, how to discreate the problems that you don't want in your life anymore. Because it's the backlog of these problems that stop you from manifesting what you want. Every time you try to create something new, you trigger these old creations to assert themselves. For example, if I'm trying to create wealth, the old thoughts of the past come up. I can't do this because I'm always poor. It can manifest as doubt and hopelessness. It stops me from actually succeeding. When I go through these past memories and release them, then now when I want to create wealth, there's no secondary thoughts getting in the way. I seem to have the enthusiasm and hope to create wealth, and it happens. It happens very easily when there's no more stuff in the way. Healing, therefore, is about releasing the past, releasing all these stored emotions and the thought patterns and beliefs that go with them. In that process, you rise up the scale of emotions from numbness and anesthesia through apathy, grief, fear, anger, pain, back to a state of enthusiasm. In this state, you have the freedom and the power to create what you want. And by that stage, you would have discreated all things you don't want and taken your power back from all the authorities that have crushed you all this time. So this work is going to be about taking your power back, releasing the past, put you back in the driving seat, releasing your confidence, rebuilding your faith and your power to create the reality you want and to remove the problems that you don't want. So in my upcoming webinar, I'm going to be talking in much greater depth about how this works, teaching you how to create your dreams and discreate what you don't want, how we overcome incurable diseases, how we make things work permanently so problems don't come back, how to build an immune system, how to make change to the world as well as in yourself, and how to overcome fear and overcome crisis to put you back into control. Also in this webinar, I'm going to be giving a healing to everybody to free you from environmental toxins, to restore the DNA. So you get a free distant healing during this webinar, so you'll be much better off afterwards. Plus an opportunity to use some free courses to help you in your process of empowerment. So if you're ready to take your power back, step up to your full life and your potential, start creating a life of your dreams, and be in the driving seat, then please register for this webinar now. I look forward to seeing you there.